Today, we are diving into something that affects every single one of us. How our states manages their money. You know, those potholes on your street or that new metro line being built. Well, it all comes down to what we are talking about today. The Reserve Bank of India just dropped its annual report on state finances, and trust me, it's way more interesting than it sounds. Let's break it down in a way that actually matters to you and me. So, the basics. Your state wallet. So, think of your state like a household. It needs to make money, right? But instead of say salary, state have two main piggy banks. Their own money from taxes and stuff and what they get from the central government. It's like having your own income plus an allowance from your parents. Here is something wild. Remember how in the early 2000s states were basically maxing out their credit cards with a huge 4.3% of physical deficit? Well, they have actually cleaned up their act. They have kept it under 3% for 3 straight years. That's like finally getting your spending under control after years of impulse shopping. But, and there is always a but. There is some drama. State might be spending better, but they're still sitting on a mountain of debt. 28.5% of GDP. That's like having your monthly spending under control, but still dealing with a massive loan. So now here is where it gets interesting. Back in 2005, states were pretty much dependent on the government's piggy bank for money. Fast forward to today, they are total market players. We are talking about 79% of their extra cash coming from selling bonds. It's like they have graduated from asking dad for money to working the stock market. Let's talk about some real issues. First up, power companies. These companies are like that one friend who always borrowing money and never paying it back. We are looking at a losses of 6.5 lakh crores. That's 2.4% of GDP. And here is something that might hit close to home. Subsidies, free electricity, loan waivers, cash handouts. Sure, they sound great, but guess what? They're like putting a band-aid on the leg break. It might feel good for a minute, but it's not fixing the real problem. But it's not all doom and gloom. States are pretty smart with technology. Gujarat got this cool GST centers making tax stuff easier. Haryana's tracking their alcohol with QR codes, no more fake whiskey, and Delhi going all Iron Man with AI for tax administration. So what's the takeaway here? Our states are like teenagers learning to manage their money. Some are doing better than others, but they all need to work on their habits. They need to stop splurging on short-term freebies and start investing in things that matter, like research, infrastructure, and climate change. Remember, every rupee your state spends or saves today is shaping the India we live in tomorrow. And that's something worth thinking about. Thank you very much for watching this video till the end. See you in the next video.